Hello, it's Stephen Cooley with Stephen Cooley Real Estate. Today I'm talking about the hottest topic in 2022. How does a buyer secure a home? Never in the history of real estate has it been a better time to buy a home. That's why there's a home shortage right now. We have a lot of demand for homes and limited supply and inventory. Most homes are getting anywhere from 10 to 50 offers from buyers to buy the home. Put sellers in a great position when they sell the home. You just got to remember most sellers are also moving on to buy another home, and they're going to pay top dollar for that too. So on today's show, whether you're selling and going to buy another home, or if you're buying your first time home, I'm going to give you Stephen Cooley's 10 tips to win the house when there's multiple offers, and I promise you there will be multiple offers on every single home you look at. So here we go. Tip number one, if you don't do it, the other 9 don't matter. Tip number 1 is to act fast. I'm going to give you an example. Yesterday morning, we put a home on the market around 9 a.m. By lunchtime, it had 12 offers, and the seller was making a decision on which offer they were going to take. Only the buyers that got in with that 4-hour period were able to get their offer submitted to that seller. You've got to be willing to act fast. And there's some side notes under acting fast. You need to be already loan approved. You need to make sure within that small window, all decision makers go to the house. You probably don't have time to bring someone back later. You've got one viewing on the home. If you like the home when you're seeing it, you've got to make the offer immediately and get that submitted to the listing agent. Tip number 2 to win a home is raise your price. Homes are selling for more than the list price of the home. Now, how much more is undetermined until there's a bidding war, and all homes have bidding wars. So the listing agent and the seller have picked a reasonable price to put their home on the market at. That does not mean it's going to sell for that number. It's probably going to sell anywhere from 10 to 100,000 more than that list price. So you definitely want to go in, since you've only got this small window, with your top dollar on what you're willing to pay for the home, and that has to be over list price. Tip 3 to win the home is increase your earnest money deposit. This money is either held by the real estate company or the closing attorney, and it's your money. You get it credited back when you buy the home, and you only lose it if you walk on the deal and actually walk on something that's not a contingency in the deal. So this is money that will be credited to you at closing, and as long as you close, it's no real money out of your pocket. Consider increasing the earnest money, because that means to the seller that you are interested in their home and that you'll stick with the deal. Consider making that money non-refundable. That really gets the seller's attention. Number 4, be flexible on when you, the buyer, takes possession of the home. It's common in our area for the seller and the buyer to change keys at closing. That means the seller's got to be moved out before you pay them. Sellers love to stay a week or 2 after closing, and if you can be flexible on that, it could cause you to win the bid. Number 5, when you go see the property, take the repairman, a contractor, or maybe a family member or friend who understands home repairs with you to see the home, and then see if you can make the offer as is. Sellers love as is because it means they will not be nickeled and dimed over repairs, especially on small items. It's risky to buy a home as is, so make sure you take someone who knows how to look at a home with you when you see it if you're considering an as is offer. Number 6, consider waiving the appraisal contingency. Now that can be risky because the buyer accepts the home for whatever it appraises at, and in addition to your closing cost and your down payment, if it doesn't appraise, the buyer has to bring the difference between the appraised price and the sales price. Sellers love when that contingency is removed. Number 7, can you offer cash for the home? Now, most of us don't have enough cash in the bank to pay cash for a single family residential home, but is there anyone in your life that can help you pull the money together and pay cash? You can refinance immediately after closing and pay all those people back. You do need proof of that cash when you make the offer. Cash offers always win over refinances. Number 8, have a respected buyer's agent on your side to guide you through the process to make sure you're not overpaying and that you're not giving up contingencies that you really need in that offer. Also, listing agents like to work with good, qualified buyer's agents, and that's not true for all of them. The agents here at the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Group help their buyers win the home. So if you're looking for a buyer's agent, give us a call here. The buyer agent matters when you're trying to win. Number 9, offer to pay some of the seller's expenses like moving expenses, commission, or closing costs. Now, historically, buyers have asked sellers to pay closing costs, etc., and that is not in this current market. The seller does incur lots of expenses, and help with some of those expenses could cause you to win the deal. Number 10, and it's so important, don't give up. You may not get the first house you make the offer on or the second or third, but we're helping buyers win all the time. Here at the Stephen Cooley Real Estate, we have over 80 buyers pending on their dream home, and we can certainly help you too. Don't give up.